BOOZHOO ni Anishinaabe Doog. Hello, my fellow Anishinaabe, and welcome back to the show. Today's BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO episode is brought to you by the proud sponsors, Our Family French Roast, hearty and bold. Our Family is the cheapest of this sort of kind of coffee, what do they call those machines? The Keurig machine. It is the least expensive and well worth the discount. Actually, it's the worst coffee. I bought it and went, why does it have to be so bad? So don't buy Our Family. It tastes really bad. It's just cough up the extra few bucks. It's worth it. And of course, by our friends from Aquafina, pure water, perfect taste. Aquafina has been a proud supporter of the USA and of the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. What I love about Aquafina is that it's water, and so it keeps you from dying. And you can refill the bottle for months at a time. All right, so today I thought I would continue on with our guitar talk theme. And to start the show, let's see, when we left off, I'd sort of started in the 50s going up to the 90s. And really it was the 90s when I became a proper guitar player. So maybe I'll talk about my experience. So when the 90s came, I'm an 80s kid. And so I grew up with new wave music, David Bowie, Kiss. And so the heavy metal, in fact, before I played the 6-string guitar, I started out playing bass. And one of the first bass songs I ever learned was, and what every bass player learns first is, Crazy Train. And then also Rush. You know, I could barely play bass, but I learned from just the most complicated bass players. I remember learning I don't know. I forget what song that was. But, you know, the idea of a lot of bass players would become bass players first because we think it's going to be easier or it'll be quicker to get good enough on the instrument to be in a band than if you have to play guitar. And it probably is. The bass lines are usually one note or one string at a time at least. But then, you know, I finally sold my bass and my amp and bought a used guitar from a pawn shop. And in the 90s, if you were in college, you were bound to be at a house party sooner or later. And there was bound to be a group of girls and like one long-haired dude without any shoes on playing the acoustic guitar. Well, the reason why is that girls in the 90s loved Ani DeFranco. So I learned how to play Ani DeFranco in my first band. If you don't know, Ani DeFranco's first hit was a song called Both Hands. And I'm walking out in the rain, and I'm listening to the low moan of the dial tone again. I'm getting nowhere with you, and I can't let it go, and I can't get through. then, these guys got sort of co-opted by the fraternities and stuff, and so it became uncool in my circle to like the Dave Matthews Band, but they were huge in my college days. You've got your chain tied to me tight, tie me up again. Who's got their claws in you, my friend? Into your heart I'll beat again. Sweet like candy to my soul. Sweet you rock and sweet you roll. Lost for you, I'm so lost for you. Oh, when you come crash into me. And then the song gets really unnecessarily dirty. I can't believe that song got radio play. But Dave Matthews had really sweet like love songs generally. Spring sweet rhythm dance in my head and slip down to your lover's hands. Kiss me, won't you kiss me now? Sleep I would inside your mouth. Don't be too shy for knowing it's no big surprise that I will wait for you. I will wait for no one but you. Yeah, Dave Matthews. Neon shines through smoky eyes tonight. It's 2 a.m. and I'm drunk again, heavy on my mind. I could never love again so much as I loved you. Where you end and where I begin was like a river flowing through. Take my heart, take my eyes, I need them no more. 'Cause never again they'll fall upon the one I so adore. Excuse me, please, one more drink. Can you make it strong? 'Cause I don't need to think. She broke my heart, my grace is gone. One more drink and I'll be gone. Is the Dave Matthews Band. And so, yeah, I missed that whole Nirvana thing. I'm not sure where I was. Actually, I was probably still with the hairband guys when it became uncool. I was really into, Kiss. And basically, if you're wearing eyeliner and spandex, I probably listened to your album. But then Nirvana came in, and suddenly all the rules changed. And you can see, like, what conformist pop musicians are, because they came in and they were suddenly deemed cool, making guys with poofy hair and all that glam very uncool. And so it was kind of like the resistance that disco, they're probably like disco fans the summer when that became uncool, who still listen to disco. I was like that with hairband guys. But always the acoustic guitar, really. I mean, I liked heavy metal and stuff, but it was always the acoustic songs I liked best. So like Poison. We lie silently still in the dead of the night. Though we lie so close together, we feel miles apart inside. Was it something I said or something I did? Did my words not come out right? I tried not to hurt you, well I tried, but I guess that's why the city rose has its thorn. Every night has its dawn. Just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song. Every rose has its thorn. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so Poison, Motley Crue, you know, they were all part of a different camp than Nirvana. And so I don't know any Nirvana songs. Or something. And that led way to, it's now 12 minutes. How long should I talk about this? Should I do one more song? So yeah, the 90s for me were female folk song singer-songwriters like Ani DeFranco, acoustic guitar players like Dave Matthews Band. Of course, during that whole time, any band I was in, I would kind of shoehorn a Kiss tune or a David Bowie tune. The other day I was talking about the differences between different guitar players and styles. And as a guitar player and as a dude, I have relatively small hands. And so there's some Kiss songs that I'm really in awe of, because Paul Stanley has huge hands and he'll play the hard chords that really where you have to stretch it all the way across the neck. And when you play songs where the guitar player is a woman, like Ani DeFranco, lots of times she'll play sort of abbreviated chords where she's just using 3 fingers. And so I learned a lot of those songs, but also I was always trying to impress some girl. I search your profile for a translation, and I study the conversation like a map. And I know there is strength in the differences between us, and I know there is comfort where we overlap. Come here, stand in front of the light, stand still, so I can see your silhouette. I hope that you have got all night, 'cause I'm not done looking at you. No, I'm not done looking. Anyway, that's probably enough for a show. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO, NANABOOZHOO Guitar Talk Edition with Michael Lyons. I will see you again. Gigawabamin, Minoa, Hawa.